नमस्कार, ओम साई राम दर्शकों। मैं सुजय खंडेलवाल हर थर्सडे की तरह आज लेकर आया हूँ एक नई डिवोटी को आपके सामने, जिन्हें मैं खुद कुछ 6 महीने पहले मिला, वो भी दुबई में। और ये है ट्रेजरर ऑफ ग्लोबल महापारायण। तो मैं आपके सामने इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहता हूँ लवीना जनार्दन जी को, जो कि बैंगलोर से है। ओम साई राम लवीना जी।
ओम साई राम। मेरा प्रणाम, आत्मा नमस्ते टू ऑल ऑफ यू।
लवीना जी, भक्तों को बताएं कि आपका कनेक्शन बाबा के साथ कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ, एंड विश्वास कैसे जमा।
Okay, my journey started from 1998. On October 23rd, 1998, my grandfather passed away. So my grandparents brought me up, and they were very close to me. I was the only granddaughter. They had lots of grandsons, but when I'd been married by then, I had a son. I had my first son. When he passed away, it was the end of my life because he was everything to me. He was a freedom fighter. He was a noted politician in Andhra. And literally treated me like a princess. They brought me up very dearly. They used to feed me until I got married also. The moment I lost my grandfather, it was the end of my life, because he was my inspiration. He always used to tell there is a purpose in this world, like when there is a purpose of your life. But I never took it serious. Till then, we just used to be. I knew God. Like my grandmother was a staunch Shiva devotee. She used to do lots of vratas and pujas. So I knew God, but not Baba. I never saw Baba anywhere. I never knew Baba's picture or Baba's name भी नहीं सुनी थी. बाबा के बारे में मालूम ही नहीं थी. I never saw that Om Sai Ram also anywhere. And it so happened, because I had to stay with my grandmother for the 11 days, before the 11 days, my husband, Janardhan Reddy, he happened to visit Shirdi with his friends. I have an habit of asking him to get all the temple books from wherever he visited. So he got me Sai Satcharitra. So after the 11th day ceremony of my grandfather, when I reached back to Bangalore, I was very bad state. Like the doctor had to come home and put me injections to put me to sleep, so that I don't be thinking about my grandfather, and things were going on like that. But when that Satcharitra, I hold it in my hand, I just randomly went through the pages and I started reading it in between, not even from first. I didn't think Baba is going to pull me that way, but I just randomly started reading. Somewhere I started getting peace in that. I started to think about, till then I was at the version of ending my life, because I didn't want it to live without my grandfather. But the circumstances, I was thinking only about my elder son, because who will take care of him? That was my situation. Then it happened like that. Satcharitra, I completed the full book. And you know what happened? It is only a miracle of Baba. I started thinking to live again. That is what happened with me. One more thing I happened to get was the Udi story in the Satcharitra. Full Bangalore, I started searching for Udi, because till then I have not seen Baba temple anywhere. I don't know about Baba. And I went to Tyagaraja Nagar temple. That is when I saw about Narsim Swamiji, bought lots of books about them, Radha Krishna Swamiji के बारे में. इतना ही उदी मिला जो whatever I get on the Thursday. I saved it to such an extent, like I used to apply it to my children, but I thought if I keep applying, it will get empty. अभी तक वो बढ़ के ही रहेगी, मगर खाली नहीं हुआ. It never got extinct at all. So after that, I got lots of Udi packets from Shirdi itself. But that is the beginning. When I searched for Hudi throughout Bangalore, it was so tough. I never knew Baba temple was there in Bangalore. And I happened to reach Tyagaraja Nagar Mandir. And we started visiting every Thursday. My husband, me and my son. Every Thursday we used to visit, do some basic prasad, udar dena, sabhi. We got so used to the temple, if we don't go on Thursdays, we used to feel incomplete. This is how my journey started.
Om Sai Ram. So Baba has different ways to connect to the bhaktas, and see how Baba draw Lavina ji towards himself through the demise of her grandfather, and how Baba got Satcharita there at the time of distress the most distressful situation when she was thinking of, ending up her life. Just imagine after, the rituals are over and she's back to Bangalore, she was given an injection to sleep. How disturbed, Lavina ji must be at that time. But then she must be really young by then. And yes, with time, Baba has, given her so much of seva that today she is a treasurer of global Mahaparayan. The Satcharita which reached in her hand has reached lakhs of devotees through global Mahaparayan, and now many lives have transformed like Lavina ji's. So if you are watching this video and if you are not a member of global Mahaparayan, just do a commitment of reading 2 chapters on every Thursday and see the difference. In 2 years, many bhaktas across the world, not only Indians but foreigners, they have accepted this, that Satcharita itself brings miracles of Baba, the Leelas, which keeps on happening. So let's hear out some Leelas from Lavina ji that she has experienced 1998 and 2024. That means 26 years of connection with Baba.
Talking about Leelas, there's so many. It was step by step. I started surrendering. Then he taught me how to leave my bad qualities. I used to get irritated very fast. He took away all the negative things from me. He gave me lots of patience. People used to tell she's seeing a grandfather in Baba, but I didn't mind it. I was prepared for everything, but there was some fear in me always, which I used to feel insecure because being a Baba devotee, people might, मतलब बहुत सारे बाबा डिवोटी नहीं थे ना, मतलब they all wanted family deity का ritual होना है. I believe Baba always told that only. You don't leave your family deity and there should be one goddess in your prayers. That's what I do now also. मेरा नवरात्रि भी अखंड ज्योत लगाती हूँ. It has been my 21st year. So that I followed whatever Baba started telling. He basically started coming in my dreams. He started guiding me during my difficulties. He took care of me like a small kid. I used to feel him when I am in pain, when I'm in tears. Oh, मेरे को मतलब he used to pamper me also, just like my grandfather. So that is what my bonding with him is. This miracle I want to share because it's during my second child's birth. We never wanted a second child because if it is a second child, I wanted a girl child very badly. It happened so like in 1999, I was pregnant and it had been already 3 months. And on the 3rd month, when I had been for a checkup, the doctors were all in tense mode and they were talking to each other. They started telling कुछ डर से कुछ बोल रहे थे. Even I started getting tensed. I asked them what is the reason. They said, did your husband come with you? It happened so like my husband had fever, so he couldn't join me on the day of appointment. So I said, no, my brother is come. They said me, you please, we want to talk with your husband because you cannot continue the pregnancy. I said, what is the matter? They said it is an ectopic pregnancy and the baby is formed very low in the uterus. You will have major issues. Either one of you will be alive or दोनों का भी जान चले जा सकता है. It was such a pressure. I mean, like it was really very scary, and the situation was like my father-in-law always wanted a second child because he commented like one child is not a child. एक और रहना है उनके साथ. No, what will I show my face to my father-in-law? Or I always thought it's a girl, so I wanted a girl. So I said, no, I am continuing the pregnancy. And one doctor also opted out, like, can we do the, no, when they said we'll have to do an abortion now. My question was, when you do my abortion now, abhi bhi kuch bhi ho sakta hai na? There's a risk of doing an abortion at this very later stage. So she was also in confused mode. She said, yes, this is also risky. तो फिर मैं और 5 महीने तो रिस्क ले लेती हूँ. But this I had not told anyone in the family. That day it happened to me like my brother came with me to the hospital and they wanted to do big Doppler scan, सभी कुछ टेस्ट करवा रहे थे. उसको भी शक आ गई थी मगर उसको पूरा बात नहीं बोली. डॉक्टर्स ने गुस्से में मेरे कार्ड के ऊपर एक सील लगा दिया कि एक रिस्क ले रही है, ये यू आर नॉट सपोज टू ब्लेम ऑन द हॉस्पिटल. मैं घर को आके उसको रैप किया जैसे बच्चों के बुक्स रैप करते. आई रैप the card, the hospital card, pregnancy card को wrap करके. That is how I used to take it every visit. Then when I go to the hospital, I used to remove the cover and that's how I managed my complete pregnancy. इतने में my health became so weak. I had to take alternate days injections. इतना critical हो गया कि खड़े भी नहीं हो पाती. मतलब I was not supposed to stand. It was complete bed rest, and I had to. मतलब I was also getting fear of my elder son because वो उसको कौन संभालेगा? Because he is also like I was thinking only about him. I put him at Baba's shelter, and then I continued only with the hope that Baba is there. और कुछ नहीं, only that hope that he'll take care. Because by then, that is from 98 October till this happened, I had become so close to Baba that I had complete trust only with him. I used to have Udi water. I used to keep Sacharitra under my pillow, read chapters every day, and I forgot that कुछ हो सकता है भी, मतलब कुछ गलत होगा भी. But I always had so much confidence in Baba. And just when I was supposed to deliver, the doctors were so much intense, and they said, you are not going for a normal this thing, we have to do a C-section. Then it took me 2 days of lots of risky procedures to go through. And I happened to talk to my elder son's pediatrician only about Baba when we visit her. So the moment when they took me for the operation table, my granny gave me the complete Udi. She rubbed all over my body, and she said, Baba is there with you. And then she gave me Udi water. The whole 2 days when it was very risky, I wasn't even conscious. Like it was very risky, and I didn't think about the next day. Then when I was inside the operation theater, I only heard my pediatrician, my elder son's pediatrician, tell me. She just caught hold of my hand. She said, "Aapko to Baba hai na? Don't worry, everything will be fine." This is the last words I heard. Then the next was my son's voice. My younger child was delivered. I heard his voice, and I could see I'm still there. So today, both of us are alive. He is around 24 years, and he is doing his masters.
Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram. Lavina ji has gone through such a phase of life wherein faith can get shambled with the fear of losing own life, a child, and then above all the child who's already there in this world, what's going to happen to that child. And from that stage, Baba has held her hand, and the journey has begun, and I cannot see any fear in her face anymore. Or what I can hear in her, every second sentence is "Khana khaya kya?" That is all that I hear from her, and she doesn't eat herself. You can see from where she was that thin, she is today also that thin only. And yes, she is an epitome of love. I mean, this is what I can say personally, because I have spoken to her, I have met her just probably not more than 6 months back, and we have interacted not more than 10 times in the last 6 months also. But then, it reflects on her face, the kind of faith that she has, the kind of humility, the kind of seva that she is doing. I know many things that she has gone through, but she doesn't, let that reflect on her face, let people know about it, that what is happening and what has happened, like the way she did not, ever reveal about the danger that she could have by losing her life to anybody in the family in 1999. So just imagine the kind of, faith that has got instilled in her, and that's how she's helping others and all of us through this global Mahaparayan platform. So that's amazing journey that we have heard just now. Thank you so much. I'm feeling blessed to shoot this video, and I'm sure the Bhaktas are going to love this. Thank you. Om Sai Ram.